We're in Ely still. We're going on the train museum walkthrough today. This building was built in 1905 and it's basically a throwback to the past. It still is using steam trains, whereas the rest of the area around here upgraded to diesel, but this area is so remote that they did not upgrade it because of the cost. But you can come out here for $8 and get a tour of the place, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start the guided tour, or the self-guided tour I should say, here shortly. Just going to show you. So when I bought the ticket, they gave us a map to go through, and we're going to follow the map that they said. They said to start upstairs in this area and then go down the engine house and end our tour right there, which is a downstairs office. So that's what we're going to do. This is the train, not doing the train ride today, but this train will do a round trip to the copper mines. Currently they're getting the engine ready for the departure. They said it'd be about 40 minutes for the engine to come out of the engine house. So we have an engineless train at the moment. Upstairs we go. We're upstairs now. This is what would have been the traffic department, and this building has been, or the upstairs area has been refurbished the way it was when it was in use. The timeline photos down below show what it looked like back when it was used, or when it, in different periods of time during the life of the building. Going to the next office here. This is the auditor's office and how it may have looked when it was in use.
But good stewards, yeah, but let's say the people that are on the earth, and until China gets on board, no matter what we do, it's not going to make a be different. China, you know, we're worried about coal-fired electrical power plants, and China's building a brand new one every month. And they're not bothering the steel hardened clean coal technology, they're just using the 1920s version.
Just love the detail of the woodwork around the windows, the furniture that they've used, and just the craftsmanship, not like it was back then. The different photos down below show the periods of time when the train and the railroad was in use, and the building and what it looked like during those times. Here's the secretary's office. And different photos showing timeline and just the detail of woodwork around the door, around the window above the door, and the pictures. This is the printing office here. This is where they printed the materials for the railroad to use. And they've got their various photos of the building through the years.
It's still there, but more vein-like, more like in veins. It's just when it's exposed to oxygen, and that takes oxygen and water and several years to turn it green.
And upstairs here we look into the office here. Now I can hear off in the distance outside, I hear the train engine pulling up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go outside and see what's going on there. That was engine number 40 we just saw pulling up. In the engine house off to our right in the silver building, there is engine number 93, and that's called the Monster. I'm going to go up there and check it out, see what it's all about. No clearance, watch your head. Oh, there it is, engine number 93, the Monster. This engine was built in January 1909, so it's 110 years old this year. This year is 2019. Here's a document that reads about it. This same information I found on the website before I came out. That's why I'm not really focusing on it that much. Otherwise I'd zoom in and hold it here. This engine originally cost about $17,000 US back when it was built in 1909. It had been up for scrap several times, and finally they decided to restore it to what we see today, to where it can be ran on this line here. The cost of the restore was about $500,000. And this is engine number 93. Now let's go back outside and walk to the main building. Don't want to sit down on this. It might kind of hurt. Here's the original line. It started in Omaha, came across to Cheyenne, into Wyoming, Rock Springs, Evanston, Ogden, and stayed north. This is the Central Pacific. This is the Transcontinental Railroad map. The luggage of how people traveled back in the day. On the wall we have the historical timeline of railroads, electronics, everything we have. Takes us all the way through, all the way up to 2020. Talk about the presidents, the different wars, and we're about here. Oh, this is funny. They talk about the Disney movies that came out. Princess and the Frog is sitting right there. This name sounds familiar. This is where I stayed last night. And we walked through the hotel. Tells about him. The last spike, driven on September 9th, 1905. Well, that's it for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.